So, yeah, it's just been so hard. I take full responsibility. I mean, he was cheating on me, so I did run that nigga over with my car, but we would appreciate. Would you want to go to Dubai, baby? Do you want to go to Dubai, baby? The what? I'm tired. I'm tired.
And there you have it, folks. There is strange footage of Errol the True Spence with his girlfriend or lady, Miss Ortiz. And you can't help but to see what's going on. Errol Spence is somewhat intoxicated, inebriated, some type of way. I don't know what the hell he's on. I don't know what was going on. She mentioned hitting him with the car because he was cheating on her. But that doesn't explain why he was talking the way he was. Because if she hit him with the car and he was talking that way, and that actually took place, the first thing which should be discussed or done, rather, is having him in the hospital, seeing if he has any broken bones, seeing if he has, I don't know, a concussion for sounding like that. Now, you might look at this and say, well, maybe that's the way he talks to his girl, because I remember him eating strawberries and his legs crossed and he was all giddy, you know what I mean? Maybe that's something that he decided, or she, of course, revealed on how they communicate, love language, whatever you want to call it. It could be that, maybe. But with him being that way, she was cradling this man like a child. I seriously doubt it. I mean, seriously. So when you're looking at Errol Spence, she had to lay him down. That wasn't from a car, Now, the question you ask yourself is, why the hell would she post this on whatever platform? Because it's all over the place. Why would she feel justified in doing that? That's no different than Jamal's wife, putting him on blast for not having money and not cutting the lawn, and he can't get fights and he won't fight and he is this and he is that, and, something to be done about these women, man. If I'm these fighters, I'm like, well, look, you can't do certain or say certain personal things about me to demote me. Because this is exactly what this is. This is a demotion. This is nothing good. This is nothing positive. We know what Errol Spence went through in the past. We know he almost lost his life after his Ferrari flipped over that many times. We know all of this. Luckily, thankfully, he came out okay, but then he had a DWI because of his alcohol content. He was drunk. So, when you see him with something like this, there's no different from Tyson Fury's jaws locked and him looking all crazy and, looking like he's been back on the powder. So, this looks like Errol Spence is back on the stuff, the bottle. He didn't even know Dubai, what I mean? If you're that far out of it, I've been delirious from sleep deprivation, okay? But never that way. You know what I mean? But then again, you hear Terence Crawford and the things that he has to say about this, okay? And he said this November 2nd, quote, "At Errol Spence, I know why they had to drag this negotiation out. I know people and heard from some close people to you what you've been doing over there now. Get yourself together and stop doing that shit, and you know what I'm talking about." Now, nobody really knew what this meant. when he said it, but now you put this together with evidence, now it makes sense. Whatever Errol Spence is doing, he does need to stop. First of all, he needs to keep his girl's business private. Keep it off social media. Okay, so if Errol's having a problem, I think the worst thing that could happen to Errol is he gets exposed by his own damn spouse or a significant other. But two, he does need help if he needs help. Because this isn't really funny because we almost lost Errol Spence in 2019. Imagine if we would have lost him due to something that reckless. We would have still been talking about that shit. But him and his boxing career too, he needs to save it. And if that's one of the reasons why, Al knows something that everyone else don't, and then you let his girl put something like this on the internet, well, hey, go figure why that fight didn't get made. Maybe he wasn't physically or mentally right for it. Maybe he was dealing with the same demons that he was dealing with in 2019. So those things you have to put in the question. Because, Terence Crawford is like, hey, I know what you're doing, man. Stop what you're doing. And it's not the first time, and hopefully it will be the last that we see stuff like this from Errol Spence. But I hope he's okay. You guys tell me what you think of Errol Spence intoxicated, inebriated during a video that his significant other posted, and it's going viral. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!